If you're working in Unity and you run into the following error or something similar, always make note of the file path and the location of the file of question. So if you follow this path, you will see it will lead me to my workspace, the month, the section, my project, into library. That's the winning ticket right there you want to pay attention to. So if this error comes up, oftentimes when you're trying to save your scene or your project, Unity is trying to change the library folder or some part of those files. But because this file might be on Perforce or in a change list, Perforce has marked those files as read-only. So go ahead and cancel or force quit out. And now let's take a look at what we've got in Perforce. So if you have your scene that you want to submit, if it was checked out, you can still submit that. That's totally acceptable and possible. But now if I take a look in the depot, there's my library folder. I've made the mistake of adding it to the depot. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. So with Unity closed, first I'm going to mark for delete on my library folder. Let those files get added into a change list. Go ahead and continue. Those are added there. And now submit this change list. Deleting library files. And submit. Now that that's submitted and removed from the depot, there's one other thing we want to do. Let's go ahead and remove those files from our workspace. So here is the library folder. Let me go ahead and delete it from my project. Now when you notice when I reopen Unity and I open my project, so notice the library folder is missing, and when I reopen the project, the library folder is back. As the project rebuilds, let's look at this folder. You'll notice there's all kinds of files and folders in here that have lots of different names and numbers and don't really make a lot of sense to the human eye, right? So we need to make sure that this folder and this whole folder, this library folder, stays off of the depot. That way Unity can still change these files and it doesn't need to be a part of our project on Perforce. The only ever two folders you want as a part of your Unity project are your assets and project settings. So now Unity will rebuild and that error will no longer exist in our project.